and way down we go, 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 go. And way down we go, 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 go. So way down.
Hello chaps. Recently we were blessed with a rare dev livestream detailing us a few minor updates to the game. I'm sure you have seen lots of videos by now about what exactly it is, so I just want to run through quickly what they are and give you my opinion on these overall changes. Firstly, we have a new light assault jump jet. These new jump jets are called ambusher jump jets, and they allow you to jump forward very similar to the style we can see in Star Wars Battlefront. The ability bar is consumed on use and replenishes after a short period of time. Next is the nano repair grenade. A lot of people have been asking for this for quite some time, and now we finally have it. Well, nearly have it, to use and abuse. It's going to cost about 200 certs and has a nanite cost of around 75. The grenade, as you can see, sticks to vehicles and targets, and will stick to maxes also, which is going to be great for some organised point pushers. However, they don't stack, so they will need to be used cautiously with dedicated pocket NGs, no doubt. In other news, we have a new programmer. Well, at least they introduced him to us as new on the stream, but he has been around for about a year. His name is Paul Gaige, and I can speak for the entire community in being thankful we have someone actively working on the coding again. One of the big changes he's been working on is the victory point system and the fact that the construction system fucked it all up. They're changing it so that the hives can no longer shut down a continent. The new system will force your faction to get 8 points from the territory and 2 points generated by hives. This won't stop the amount of construction bases or hives you can have, but you'll still be able to have as many hives as you want scattered throughout the continent, and from what we saw in the stream you will need at least 2 active cores and to have refined a minimum of 10,000 courtium to gain the 2 points needed to start the alert. Once you reach the 10 victory points in total, including the 2 from the base building, the alert will start in favour of that faction. This is called a meltdown alert. If the faction that started the alert wins the alert, they will lock the continent, so that it will be the job of the 2 other factions to stop this from happening. At the moment, one of the biggest problems is that fights are normally 2 against 1. This new system basically promotes 2 versus 1 faction fights. It's going to cause more rage quitting than ever before if the system can be used and abused to promote gangbanging of the sort and targeting a single faction. I've always said that the only way to have an even fight is to allow factions to not be given the option to be teamed up on, yet this system is going to do that. It's very difficult to balance 3 factions on one map, and I would have always liked to see Planetside a 2-way fight over a 3-way any day. But it will be interesting to see what happens, and I commend them for trying new things out in the game, but I feel that they should have just resorted back to the old alert system over the victory point system overall. But let's get back to the mechanics of the new system. If the faction that started the alert fails to win, then the faction will lose its 2 victory points generated by hives and will then have to regain them again. With the loss, the faction will lose territory, so by the end of it, it could be less than they started with. On the other hand, if you win the alert, the continent will be locked. As it locks, the sky will turn a dark colour of your faction, and among the orbital strikes ground pounding the remaining enemies, you'll be able to see the Bastion fleet carriers hovering up above you, which is a pretty cool addition to be fair, even if we won't be able to use it. Another major game breaking fix was the continent lock notification. They've finally moved it out of your line of sight and to the side, so if you engage in a firefight, you can still continue it with only a slight distraction. For participating in the alert, no matter if you win or lose, you will now get rewards. These loot boxes have the possibility to obtain you items for free that normally you would have to purchase from the in-game store. They seem to have accepted that ISO 4 cost is too high, so they're also giving away an undisclosed amount upon how much you participate during the alert, with the most ISO obviously being attained by the winners. The loot box rewards, as with any game, will be tiered as per winner and runners up also. The winners will get the best or better awards, and then the runners up or losers will be further down the food chain, so they will get a lesser reward. This is certainly a nice addition, and I overall hope that this has a positive effect on the community and gives them some enthusiasm to put some of their own money into the game. I feel a free-to-play game needs its subscription base, but I hate to say it, but it needs its customization loot boxes more. It would be more interesting if they promoted a RNG loot box for customizations for a reduced day rate cash price with a chance to win the best ones. But I'm not sure how that would fare with example Dooku and Fuzzbucket in terms of reduced income for them. The devs accidentally on purpose flashed a new experimental NS looking weapon on the stream, and for one lucky winner it contained a promotion code which I believe has bagged them some station cash. So if you are that winner, please let me know in the comments. It would be nice to know what you got from it. Finally, we also got to see the new NSX sniper rifle, the NSX Daimyo, I think. It fits the same style as the NSX series made by Faven and looks a longer, chunkier version of the Tomo. But I do like the look of this. However much I hate infiltrators, I'm looking forward to see this rifle's capabilities and how it fares against the faction Pacific snipers. Briefly, after in the loadout section, they flicked over the implant section where we got to catch a brief look at some of the new implants. One looks like a max punch icon called Power Strike, so this is most probably another implant for a max. And then the other is called Logistics Specialist, which seems obvious it will be for Galaxies, Valks or Sundays, but it's yet to be revealed. It would be nice to see when they hit the test server. Rail was supposed to be working on getting them to the test server this weekend, but this has been delayed with a Reddit update from him, so hopefully sometime next week this will hit live. I was hoping that the implant RNG side of things would have got removed and the cert costs added to them, but it doesn't seem like they're going to run down that path when the implants are earning them the most money at the moment. Do you like the new changes, or do you think the game is becoming a more pay-to-play playground? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and see you next time.
One of the things that we can do, adversarial alerts in the past, I should probably crack open that water. Adversarial alerts in the past have kind of focused, thank you, Paul.
I'm very helpful.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah, they have kind of focused the attention. I'll get to this.